burn it down. We gon' burn it down. Burn it down.
I killed it, it's murder. I killed it, it's murder. I killed it, it's murder. I killed it, it's murder.
I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker.
Show them. Change the station with a new shit. Show them. Change the station with a new shit. Change the station. Change the station. Change the station with a new shit. With a new shit. Change the station. Change the station. Change the station with a new shit. With a new shit.
It's murder. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker.
I killed it. I killed it. I killed it.
I killed it, it's murder.
Show them. Change the station with a new shit. Show them. Change the station with a new shit. Change the station. Change the station. Change the station with a new shit. With a new shit. Change the station. Change the station. Change the station with a new shit. With a new shit.
I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder.
Go crazy, berserker.
Dilly dilly.
It's always something, isn't it? Let's see. Do we have sound now? Now we do have sound. Okay. Nice. Awesome. Would be nice to have sound a little bit better. Hopefully you guys can hear me now. That sucks. Still no sound? Right now there's no sound? Alright, we got the sound. Well, basically what you missed was me saying hi to all you guys. I'm sorry about that, but I do want to get started. Mondays are always rough days because of, the doctor's appointment and everything. But I don't have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so hello to each and every one of you. That's funny. I'm sitting here talking and you just hear dilly dilly and all that other crap. Yes, awesome for the... You could hear the dilly dilly, but not your voice, right? Oh, man, it's always something. But hello, everyone. I'm not going to make you guys wait again. You guys waited long enough through the song and also waiting through the silence. So without any further ado, let's hop right in. Hope you guys are all doing really good. One thing I just want to say, I did notice that someone said they hit a minus 17 in the qualifying round. That's insane. On this particular tournament, I'm really worried because you could get off to a bad start, And that's what I'm worried about. Am I going to, at this very first hole, you got to overpower. And I don't know, I'm kind of bummed. Part of me is kind of happy, but part of me is kind of bummed. I seen the minus 17, and that's what I'm bummed about, is if you're going to give us hard wins, I don't want to see ridiculous scores. But how many of you guys watched the Super Bowl? What a game. What a game. It's awesome to be in the moment. Because when you read the headlines the next day, at least on my news feed, it's just all back like they're like, okay, you had your day of awesomeness. Now we're gonna ruin it. And how do they ruin it? All you see, Beyonce and Jay-Z didn't stand for the national anthem. Oh, Fox by showing veterans on the at the beginning of the Super Bowl. That was a jab at Colin Kaepernick. I tell you what, nobody cares about Colin Kaepernick. It wasn't a jab to them. It's good to be patriotic in, whatever country you're playing in. Good for you. What's up, Jay Young? Minus 18. Jeez. And Matt got the minus 17. McCann got the minus 16. Hello, everyone. Yeah, nobody cares. Nobody was thinking that. And the other thing, Beyonce and Jay-Z, I'm sure there was thousands of people who didn't stand in the crowd. Who cares? Who cares? Nobody cares. That's old. And, as long as the players who were, the crowd pays the athletes with their money to see to see a game. They don't want to see political statements. It's 6. I know it didn't say full overpower, but I didn't pay so far. Okay, I'll start off with that. You know how many people were in the audience that probably didn't stand? Nobody cares. So I'm not going after Beyonce. I'm not going after Jay-Z. I'm not going after Colin Kaepernick. I'm going after the media that makes stories out of non-stories. Nobody cares. We got to see an awesome game. That was the best Super Bowl game I've seen in I don't know how long. What's up, Mike Addison? Randy Hans, Marcus, Melanie. Yeah, Randy, I'm with you 100%. Oh, we can't have soldiers or veterans or anything at our football game anymore because we may make Colin Kaepernick mad at us. I mean, I really don't think anyone was thinking that or cared. Nobody cared about Colin Kaepernick. Everyone just wanted to watch a football game. Who cares that Colin Kaepernick took the 49ers to the Super Bowl? Are they the San Francisco Colin Kaepernicks, or are they the San Francisco 49ers? You know? What's up, Shiva? Angles Dan, good to see you. Wally, what's up? But yeah, when it all comes down to it, who cares? I don't care. I came here to watch a game. I saw the political statement. Let me tell you, Oil of Olay did their thing with woman power. Guess what? I don't care. I didn't like. I was mad when Gillette did it because half of their customers are men. But Oil of Olay, I have a feeling like probably at least 95% of their of their purchases are from females. So go right ahead and and yes, female power. But Gillette, what they did, oh, shame on men. Men are bad. Men are evil. And then, yeah, don't have veterans. Don't have veterans. Shame on all those veterans who took up the NFL's, invitation to them to, hand the coin or whatever it was at the beginning. Oh, these things were just all things I never thought about whatsoever while watching the game. But, what's going on? Repetaf? I hope I'm saying it right. $2. Thank you very much. Appreciate you, bro. How you doing? Thanks for the 2. Thank you. Appreciate you. Hey, BB. Still mad at YouTube. Yep, they ain't fixing nothing. They don't care. F YouTube. They're just as bad as the media. Heck, they are part of the media. Ada, you gotta let your dog in. On a shootout, really? On a shootout. Right, Randy? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just like it was a non-story. I saw the different commercials. I enjoyed them. Honestly, when it comes to the commercials, I have a feeling that all companies just used to have horrible commercials. And then for the Super Bowl, they would come out with these awesome commercials. But then they saw how popular and how much people would talk about the commercials. So they started making good commercials for all their commercials. So it's not that the Super Bowl commercials aren't as good. It's that they're putting out good commercials all year round, and it just kind of seems like it's falling a little flat. But, I mean, I enjoyed them. Yeah, Whitesmith, I'm not debating that women absolutely deserve equal rights. I'm just saying Gillette, don't alienate half of your customers. Oil of Olay, go right ahead. Men don't buy your products, and you didn't say shame on you. You were lifting up a group. You weren't tearing down a group. So I'm happy with Oil of Olay. Lupin Madman, what's going on? Shiva, thank you so much. I'm okay for a Cleveland guy. Appreciate you, bro. You're okay for... Where are you from, Shiva? Seth Parker, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, $3 million for 30 seconds of advertisement. Ain't that insane, man? How you doing, Warren? No, it's cool, White. But see, that's what the media does. They try to divide us, pick a side. How dare Donald Trump have a video or spend his money to talk on a Super Bowl? That's not necessary here, man. Just whatever. Get away with that. No, if if Al Gore, wow, I'm living in the 90s. If Bernie Sanders wanted to spend $3 million on a presidential ad, hey, money's money, you know. Oh, that wasn't a shootout that I got the hole in one in? Okay. See, I'm so wrapped up on the... Yeah, I thought that was a shootout. Ooh, my bad. All right, Kingmaker, quarterback, sniper. Let's do it. That would be awesome if we could carry over from... we're not going to go with the Kingmaker in the opening round, though. We'll go with the Titan. Power 3 ball, I think, is necessary here. DC, middle of the political jungle. I feel bad for you, Shiva. Yeah, it's horrible. That's one city I wouldn't want to live in. Not saying anything about the residents. Not saying anything about... you know, I shouldn't say that's the one city I wouldn't want to live in. But yeah, I wouldn't want to be around Capitol Hill or all those toxic... the politicians, whether you're left or right, it does not make a difference. They're both, you know, wings of the same bird. But, yeah, I don't know. I feel like that should be like a hazardous area, like hazmat. Not because there's any chemicals that'll hurt you, but because the politicians are there. But I'm sure they got great neighborhoods and everything. All right. $9.3 plus 10%. Go a little more than half a ball curl because I don't have the 3 side spin the Kingmaker has. That should be good. What's up, Terry Lyle? Awesome to see you. Ain't that messed up? I got so revved up or peed off at the Super Bowl, you know, the news. It was like I wasn't even looking at the news. I wanted to check my email. Ben Kennedy's nice enough to send me, you know, these little note sheets that you can mark on. And right there, before I click on my email, Yahoo News. Beyonce and Jay-Z did not stand. Well, guess what? How much did they pay for their little loge? Even if they didn't pay for their loge, because, you know, they were probably giving it for free, because rich people don't pay for anything, you know. You know, the seat was paid for by someone. If they don't want to stand, don't stand. In all honesty, that's like what I imagine in my head. I imagine Jay-Z and Beyonce sitting there during the pledge, just waiting for the game to start, sipping on their beer, whatever, you know, whatever they're doing. And then all of a sudden, they got reporters up on them. Oh, why did you not stand? And Jay-Z's like, I never stand. You know, I was just drinking a beer. And Beyonce's like, no. This is our opportunity to say something. We did it for a reason. Now you did it because you were lazy, just like probably 50% of the other Americans that didn't stand. There's nothing to be taken there. You know, there's no... You sat down. You sat down. Did you do what Harriet Tubman did? Did you, you know, risk arrest and, you know, just have people foaming at the mouth because how dare you sit at the front of a bus? No. You were sitting in one of the most expensive seats at the Super Bowl, and you didn't stand for the pledge to make a stand for injustice. Yeah. Forget Martin Luther King. Forget Harriet Tubman. Forget all those people. It's about Jay-Z and Beyonce and Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick almost got arrested for kneeling while he was a player. No, he didn't. Colin Kaepernick was offended at the start of the game because they showed veterans. Now that's Fox for you. Don't they own Fox News? They're so evil. It was Rosa Parks. Thank you very much. I'm an idiot, White Smith. Rosa Parks, you're 100% right. What's up, Monty? John Aiken, good to see you guys. Minus 16, man, you guys are killing it. Hello, everyone. Hope I didn't miss anyone. Oh, my pleasure to be streaming. I love streaming. Harriet Tubman, I know. I'm sorry. My son's laughing at me. Yeah, it wasn't Harriet Tubman. But still, the point remains. Come on, man. We're here to watch a football game. Football. I wasn't looking to see who's kneeling. No, man. I wanted to watch a game. That's all it was a freaking football game. Why do you think they both wore gold dresses during the halftime show? J-Lo and Shakira, they were taking a stand against the Blood Diamonds. No, they weren't. They look good in that dress. That's it. That's the only reason they did it. Why did Kansas City wait to come back in the last part of the fourth quarter? They were making a statement. Everyone's making a statement. Everyone's got a cause. I don't know. I think it's because I watched the game yesterday, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the commercials. I enjoyed, they showed a couple stars. I don't remember at what point it was. I didn't care if they were sitting or standing when they showed them. Just, hey, cool, Beyonce, Jay-Z. If you liked it, then you should have put a ring on it. All right. Evil. Oh, and the other thing I saw. Oh, I know. Did Shakira not look amazing or what? Me and my neighbor, my friend next door, was sitting right where I was sitting. I was sitting over in my bed watching it. And we're both like, who's J-Lo? Bring back Shakira. She's purty. That's the other thing. Sports radio. Oh, my God. On my way back from the doctor's appointment. All they're talking about is, oh, this halftime show was absolutely horrible. The FCC and all this other crap because, I mean, I could see like maybe back in the 80s, but where have you been? Super Bowls have looked like this ever since Nipplegate. And even beforehand. What's going on, Grolf Klarsch? Tony P, I did vote for the, what do you call it? I did vote. And the one thing that I was, the one course I was most happy to vote for, and I hope a lot of other people voted for it, although it's probably long forgotten, was Nahamie Cliffs. I don't know. I always had so much fun, especially if they put the right one in. There. 8.8. 7 rings. Just a tad bit of overpower. I hope that's enough curl. Yeah, that was perfect. I don't know. You know, if there was any scandals going on in my house during the halftime show, it was, why doesn't J-Lo look like she's 50 years old? It was, doesn't Shakira look like she could have been in Hannah Montana, like one of her friends back in the day? Like, how do these stars look so young? We know how, but I mean, like, look at half of the people that these plastic surgeons messed up. I wonder, when they go to the doctor, do they say there's a 50-50 chance that, you know, the plastic surgery will make you look inhuman? But, you know, you got to weigh that against, you could be a 50-year-old woman looking like you're 30. Or you could be a 42 or 43-year-old woman looking like you're 18. This is the Thorn Dunk one. All right. It's going to be a tough one. I'll take that. Seriously, is J-Lo real? Hey, Alex, how you doing, buddy? First time to the stream? Appreciate you. Thank you, Melanie, for saying that, because I read your comment, because I kind of like, you know, as it goes by, I just kind of look and read what I can. I'm like, oh, Melanie just said something to Alex. I scroll up, I see Alex, and welcome, Alex. Awesome to have you, buddy. No, I haven't, Tony P. I'd love to see that. All right. I was scared when I took that shot. All right, this feels like when the tournament counts, I'm definitely going to go with the Kingmaker. But at this point, I'm going to go with the Katana. I don't plan on sinking it. If I do sink it, you know, it's just luck. Minimum distance shot. And, you know, one thing I really do like about this tournament is there's not very many clubs. If you have an APOC 5, you only got to pick out of 2 drivers. If you don't have an APOC 5, you may be picking out of 3 drivers. You'll have your quarterback, your APOC, and your extra mile. And if you don't even have an APOC, you're still fine. You know, you can just do extra mile and quarterback. Then in terms of wood clubs, you just need a sniper. No other woods. Long iron, Goliath. No other clubs. Short iron, Thorn. No other clubs. Wedge, Rapier, or Endbringer. No other clubs. And then I got my Malibu and my Nirvana. So really, you know, if you keep track like I do, it's really just a matter of, you know, the possibility of using different drivers on different holes. Very easy to keep track of things that way. Push it up a little just because I know that the Kingmaker goes a little further. 8.2 at minimum is going to be 6.5-ish. We are hitting perfects, but I could care less in the qualifying round. unless I wasn't sure if I was going to qualify. Came up a little short. Yeah, that's good thinking, Army. I just thought about it now. I can't believe that J-Lo is 50. And then that made me think of Paula Abdul. She was really, big when I was growing older. Asked what her age was. She's like 56. And I guess, I thought about it. I'm like, I'm not a big TV watcher. But she was on American Idol. And you could tell, that she was getting a little bit older. Still looks great, A lot of these people still look great. Heck, Simon Cowell looks great, But, yeah, it's just, it's part of getting older. All these people you're so used to seeing young, you're like, they're 50-something? Or, I don't know. It's a weird thing, It's weird for not just me, but everyone, I would think, because we're not used to this. I always thought Paula Abdul, I had a poster of her hanging up in my room when I was a teenager, I just think people are going to look like that forever. You think old people are always going to be old people? You're always going to be young? And that's just the way the world works. And then as you start getting older... Heck, my son's playing Mortal Kombat. They gave Johnny Cage gray hair. Yeah, I mean, if I had any small kids I was worried about watching the Super Bowl, and I knew, knowing the Super Bowl, I knew it was going to be J-Lo and Shakira. It's like, you kind of know they're not going to come out and read child's books and dress like librarians. You just, you kind of got to expect that a little bit. So it's your own fault if your kids saw a little bit of skin. There was nothing. There was one thing that, but I didn't even look at this one thing as like what's the word I'm looking for? When J-Lo first came out, man, she put her hands right, I'm trying to think of a better word, right by her groin. And for me, that was just kind of like, if anything, not ladylike at most. I wasn't thinking, oh, the humanity, the children. The children, they know what they're going to get, man. Turn it off for the Super Bowl. Turn it off for the halftime show. Nipplegate taught us that, did it not? Let's see, we got another quarterback coming up. I don't, Monty Kaufman. I don't doubt it, but I don't remember it. What's up, Bullfrog Matt? You were right. Too much backspin. I must have miscounted. Straight up, now tell me. Do, 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 do. Harriet Tubman. Where's my brain? Oh, man. Thank God my name's not Donald Trump, because I would really... God forbid he make that mistake. I don't know. Like I said, I was in a perfectly good mood when I woke up this morning. All I did was check my email, and they have that little area, top stories. and I just saw this. Jay-Z, Beyonce, Colin Kaepernick. How dare they invite veterans to give the official the coin? It's not like they ever did that before Colin Kaepernick, so why would they do that now? We never honored our vets. I swear, they want us to go back to, like, Vietnam times or whatever. Don't thank someone for serving. Throw an egg at them. That's what the media is saying. Poor Colin. How could you? How could you possibly? Were you not even thinking of one person?
Great shot.
Can you imagine if the poor guy didn't want to be relevant anymore? Like, if he just wanted to live a normal life? The media would not let him. You're not allowed. .9. 11 rings.
Great shot.
What's up, Timmy Carroll? What's up, Ben Caney? Shouty. What's up, Getty G-Man? Good to see you guys. You know what the media made me want to do? That's what the media made me want to do. I know what arguments could be made
Perfect shot.
that, America's much more right than Canada or whatever, but I'm just serious, man. I hate the American media. I'm sure Canadians hate the Canadian media. Latinos hate the Latin media. They never report good news. They never say anything good. They always try to, like, get you mad at someone. You know another thing that ticked me off?
Great shot.
First, I gotta say the obligatory, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I love Kobe Bryant. I do. He always had a smile on his face. Seemed like a good guy. Obviously I didn't know him perfect. What happened to him and, his daughter and, oh my God, the ones remaining alive and everyone else on the helicopter was a tragedy. But, on that same news feed, Rush Limbaugh has lung cancer, advanced lung cancer. He hasn't passed away or anything yet, and I hope he can beat it. I don't watch his show, listen to his show, whatever. I used to. What did they have nice to say about him? Oh, he said cigarettes don't cause cancer, and while he puffs on his cigar, now he has cancer, like he deserves it. People, if Kobe smoked a cigar and passed away of lung cancer, do you think they would have said that to Kobe? Of course not. But that's America. That's the American news media. I'm practically Canadian. I don't think very many large cities sit as close to Canada as Cleveland. Sure, there's Buffalo, Seattle, but Detroit. But you could probably name them all on One hand, maybe two. I like my neighbors up north. They're quiet people. They're polite people. They got Matthew Warren. And then there's YouTube. This is just rant time. There's frickin' YouTube. Hey, did you get my membership fixed yet? No, but we're on our toes working on it. I emailed them like 50 times. All they keep saying is, we're on our toes working on it. Let's see what the last message is. I know they sent me a response, but I didn't even read it. I sent a nasty email this time. Okay, here we go. Hi, Roy. I hope you're doing well. That's how they all start out. I understand that this is really frustrating for you. I know that you want to have this issue fixed. We still don't have any updates about your issue. We've already submitted the information to our internal team and we'll keep following them up for this to be resolved. Thanks for your understanding and we appreciate your patience on this. Well, first of all, my patience is gone. My understanding is gone. I'd really like to know how you could say you're on your toes. You're on your toes to fix this. You're on your toes. You're getting so close to fixing it. You're right there in all the other emails that you sent me. And right now we just have, we still don't have any updates about your issue. So all the time you told me you're on your toes, you basically had nothing. Nothing was being done. Okay. Appreciate you, YouTube. Appreciate you. Good to know your customer service is right there with, like, Walmart. Now, Walmart's probably better. All right. We might have to go with a Kingmaker here. No. I think we do have a Tailwind. Thanks, Marco. I don't know, I don't know who the Prime Minister of Canada is. I don't know, a whole lot about Canada. And, I should be a little bit more cultured or whatever. I understand that. But, they are definitely some of the friendliest people out there that I've ever met. I love how, like, Minnesota is actually mini Canada. I love the way they talk in Minnesota. I love the don't you know? And, what's her name? Sarah Palin would talk the same way. All awesome. There was a Minnesota, I think it was a Minnesota commercial or something. It wasn't about Minnesota, but who was it? There was, I forgot to put, wasn't I supposed to put a little curl on that? Apparently not. But, it was the name of a city, and there was like a woman, she's probably a famous woman, but I don't know who the woman is. She was like laying down in the snow, and the cop gets out of his cop car. He's like, "Hey, what you doing?" She's like, "Oh, I'm just writing a book." It's like, "Oh, how's that working out for you?" "Oh, it's a picture book." "Ah, picture book, eh? I like picture books." "Yeah, me too. That's why I'm writing it." Well, I don't know what that commercial was for, but that one made me smile. I like that one a lot. Oh, we got someone going for that real tough shot that I'm too chicken to attempt. Yep, I know where Sarah Palin's from. That's why I was saying. But she, like, most people I hear from Alaska, I think. Maybe I don't hear a lot about people from Alaska. But I didn't know Alaska had the Minnesota, and Minnesota has the Canadian accent. I like that a lot. It's cool. It's cool, man. Don't make fun of my homies. Okay, looks like we're closer to between max and mid. So 10.3 would be 3 rings. We're going to go 4 rings. Probably going to miss, but this just feels like not having a slider or anything. Plus, you know, we hit it great. Would have bounced over the hole anyway. Ashton Kutcher's from okay, maybe there's just Winona Ryder. That's right. Thank you, Carrie. What's going on, Colt? Awesome to see you. Dave Marcy, good to see you. What's up, Puff Caddy? Oh, Angles Dan. I was thinking the same exact thing. I'm like, he should not have brought the turbo ball. It has the worst needle speed, and for him to hit perfect anyway is amazing. It makes me think he's definitely going to hit perfect here.
Perfect shot.
So I'm curious, Cleveland, today in Cleveland, the temperature was in the 50s. We've had not much snow, and it's been really warm. Has anyone out there had a cold winter? And by cold, I don't mean, you know, I live in Minnesota, it's 8 degrees out. No, if it's normally minus 20 where you live and it's 8 degrees, I consider that a really mild winter. We had a really mild winter last winter, and we're having a very mild winter this winter as well. I was amazed when I went outside and it was like 50 some degrees. I had my winter jacket on and everything, and I'm like, whew, I could take this off. What's up, Al? Is it still called Canadian bacon when you're in Canada? That's a great question. Or is that just regular bacon, but then the skinny bacon, is that called American bacon? Yeah, Wayne Lilly, I hear that, man. And then, you know, your gears start to turn in your head a little bit. You're like, what if global warming is real? And then you're like, oh, wait a minute. I can't say that. Because when they were talking about global warming before, climate change, and it was minus 20 here in Cleveland, and we were throwing buckets of boiling water in the air, and it was instantly turning into snow clouds, they said, you can't just take like a small area and, you know, and say that that's global warming. It's a world thing. So then I started feeling a little better. I'm like, okay, so the fact that, you know, the fact that the news is, or not the news, but, you know, the temperature is quite high for February, January, April, November, almost had me there for a minute. I'm almost like, wow, maybe there is something to this global warming. But then I remembered, nope, you can't do it that way. That way doesn't count, right? Or does it only count if it feels warmer? If it's colder, it doesn't count, but if it's warmer, it does count. I don't know. The other thing I'm also thinking of, though, while we're ranting on politics and everything, is living in Cleveland absolutely sucks if there's ever a national emergency. And let me tell you my thinking on this. Here's my thinking on this. Cuyahoga County recently banned plastic bags at grocery stores, you know, your typical plastic bags and everything like that. There was notification of about, what is it? I think like there was like 3 or 4 months of notification that, hey, this is going to be happening. You know, plastic bags are going to be illegal. You can't do this anymore. Now when you go to the grocery store, it's freaking anarchy. They don't have bags. It's like paper bags are just like, what do you want us to do? You're like, the response to the plastic bag banning has turned into going to the grocery store and just grabbing everything off the counter and plumbing it into your shopping cart. And, you know, bags, canvas bags are for sale everywhere, but where's the paper bags? When you were a kid, if you're like my age, do you remember paper or plastic? Oh, you want a full... See, at my grocery store, it's called Giant Eagle. They'll give you the wino bag. You know, like if you want to drink in public, you got the bag around it. Those are free. But if you want an actual brown grocery bag of real size, they charge for those now. And yeah, for a while, they didn't even have them. It was anarchy. Anarchy. So if we can't handle the ban of 2020 on plastic bags, what happens if we get hit with an earthquake or a bomb or anything like that? It's scary thinking about that, you know? All right. We can't handle a plastic bag crisis. Like, we would be so much worse off than... I mean, if you're thinking about it, do you think like Haiti always has plastic bags? That they're considered like a third world country, and they had that really bad earthquake that everyone got together and helped them out, which by the way I think was absolutely awesome. But I think we're gonna need to call in the National Guard soon, and get some Clevelanders some help. Because, we can't deal with the plastic ban crisis of 2020. The grocery stores just don't know what to do. They're scrambling to do nothing.
Great shot. Nice on.
Yeah, Terry, that's not the thing though anymore, you know. It's cool that you could have your own bags, and I'm really bothered by it, Melanie, not because I want to pollute the planet, not because I actually used to take, you go to the grocery store, you get like 20, if you go real grocery shopping, you get like 20 plastic bags. So I didn't throw them away. I would take one bag, crumple them up, throw them in the bag. When you get about 3 or 4 plastic bags filled with bags, you tie them, and then you drive them back to the grocery store, and they have this cool little, it looks like a wooden shed, but it's made out of plastic, and it's got a little plaque on it that says, "This was made from recycled plastic bags." Okay, awesome. That's cool. I've been recycling them. They make great pooper scoopers. You take your dog on a walk around here. Most people have plastic, bags or whatever in their pockets. But it's not that I'm attacking them for this plastic bag thing. I'm attacking Cuyahoga County for not knowing what to do. Oh my God, we don't have plastic bags. You're going to have to carry all your groceries out with your arms, and you knew this was coming. You could have ordered paper bags like 6 months in advance when it was on the ballot or whatever, but they didn't. They're just like, what's up, Mr. Old School? Awesome to have you with us.
Great shot.
Yeah, I purchased 1, 2, 3. I have 4 canvas bags. But God, if I didn't, whew, the grocery stores, it's total anarchy there. It's crazy. All right, we ain't going to be hitting no minus 17, minus 18. So those of you who got, that, my hat's off to you. There you go. And excluding the media, yeah, it's not even all right for me to wear this hat. I wore this hat. Where did I wear this hat to the other day? And someone thought I was in the military. So I'm false flagging because I wear a hat. This is clearly, a military hat. It says that, right there. Oh, wait, it doesn't say veteran of whatever. Oh, it just says USA, and it's got an eagle and a hat. But, apparently I'm trying to fool people into thinking I'm military, like I should get some sort of veterans discount, or like I want people to thank me for my service. Everything these days, everything, there's something wrong with it. You can't even wear a hat. Now, I understand completely if I'm wearing full fatigues or if I try to get a veteran discount, you're scum. You shouldn't do that, These people deserve that stuff. I truly believe that. But this hat, being, having a lady be like, why are you wearing that hat if you're not military? I love my country. I don't love the media. I don't love a lot of the politicians. There's not a whole lot that I can say that I love on conversation, but would I rather live anywhere else? How does that pastor say it? Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. I wouldn't mind shipping a few of Hollywood's elites and the media out there. That I would love to do, but there's the good we were waiting for. Put me in the water. What? What? Okay, well, at least I got some punishment. Something about me and full overpowered just don't get along. But if we do have a tailwind, which it looks like we're going to have, the Nirvana might get me on the green. I will take that. I really thought a good shot was going to go into the water. You have to pay to recycle in Texas? Wow. My daughter lives in Texas. What's up, Tot?
Great shot.
Yeah, Colt, I was going to say the real reason they're banning bags is so you buy less when you shop, increasing the number of trips, thus increasing the number of impulse buys. Otherwise, they don't care about the environment. They must not, because around here, everyone drives either an SUV or a frickin' pick-em-up truck. Speaking of pick-em-up trucks, I seen a cop chase that actually got called off the other day in person. Well, not the other day. This was probably sometime in fall. But it was like, I was amazed to see it. I just see this truck, this old rusty-looking truck going like, let's see, 6.5. Over 100 miles an hour in a 25 zone. I'm like, why don't these idiots ever get caught for driving like this? And then like a couple seconds later, the lights are on and the cop's doing like 100 behind them. But apparently, you can chase a truck doing 100 through a 25 through downtown. But once it gets to the highway, you have to call it off. I completely understand that, too. There's nothing backwards here. I don't understand why they don't just put chips in cars. And, some people might get on me about freedoms and rights and things like that. I don't know. Maybe there is some right or something, but I personally would not have a problem with a police officer having a button in his car, almost like an OnStar or something. Boop. Police OnStar, how can I help you? Hey, we got a suspected murderer doing 200 miles an hour through downtown. Can you cut their engine? Sure, what's their license plate? Blah, da, 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 da. And then, boom, their car shuts off. What's wrong with that? Oh, you can't do that. Because I'm telling you, if any kids were crossing the street and not paying attention, this truck was moving like there would be nothing to bury. It was super dangerous. It like gave me the chills because I have kids, you know. Not really young kids, but if someone was like pulling out, like, you know, he's blowing through red lights and in a pickup truck, oh my God, if someone in a smart car or something like that, or convertible or whatever, heck, if someone in a semi pulled out in front of this guy, they'd probably both be gonzo. So, stolen plates, Bullfrog Matt, yeah, you are right with the stolen plates things, but I kind of feel like you could even put like a little QR code on a car that's not removable, or, you know, something. Like if OnStar doesn't care what your plates are, maybe you don't have to give the plates. You know, you could just be like, do you see this car with the satellite that you guys have up there that's doing 100 miles an hour through downtown? Yeah, we see it. Can you shut it off, you think, maybe? I don't know. Stolen plates is definitely a good... minus 15 is the score. Only good for second place, but I'm happy with the way we played. Anyway, thank you guys so much for listening to my rants and everything. Yeah, stolen plates is a good one. That would suck. You're driving down the street, you didn't even know your plates were stolen. All of a sudden your car turns off. You're like... And then your doors lock. And like something through your radio says, you are under arrest. And you're sitting there at the subway or wherever you are, like, what did I do? Did you pay for the sub? So yeah, that I could see that, but there's got to be a way. With all the technology and everything we got, there's got to be a way. Anywho, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I will be back tomorrow with my miniature account, and hopefully we get that one all shirred up and done. It'll be a little bit harder because we don't have the APOC 5, but we basically have everything else. Probably take Wednesday off and then be back for to the end of the tournament every day. I'm going to try to come on around 7:30 p.m. Mondays are always late because I have the doctor's appointment. I had a wonderful time. I hope you guys had a wonderful time with me. And I hope you guys have amazing rounds. Let's get that over 30. If you never hit over 30, let's get it. If you never hit over 35, let's get it this tournament. Good luck, guys.